Salmon is your ticket to slashing inflammation, building muscle, and boosting vitamins like D and B12, all in one delicious bite. Imagine you're standing at the grocery store, eyeing the shimmering lineup of salmon pink, wild, farm, king, coho, which is the ultimate catch for your health, your wallet, and your taste buds. Packed with omega-3s, protein, and flavor, salmon is a daily life superhero, but not all types are created equal. Let's break it down with the freshest facts, straight from the USDA, so you can strut out of the store like a seafood genius. Here's the scoop: wild Atlantic salmon reigns supreme with a staggering 2.59 grams of omega-3s and 25.4 grams of protein per 100 grams, perfect for your heart and muscles. But good luck finding it. It's rarer than a four-leaf clover due to overfishing. Next in line, farmed Atlantic salmon, the everyday MVP, delivers 2.43 grams omega-3s and 22.1 grams protein, almost as good, far more affordable, and always on the shelf. Craving luxury? Chinook King. Salmon struts in with 2.14 grams omega-3s, 25.7 grams protein, and a buttery richness that'll make your taste buds dance. On a budget? Pink salmon, canned and underrated, brings 24.6 grams protein and 0.73 grams omega-3s for pennies. Here's the no-nonsense lineup of salmon types based on USDA data. Think of it as your cheat sheet for the seafood aisle. Wild Atlantic salmon. The unicorn of fish, 2.59 grams omega-3, 25.4 grams protein, lean at 182 kilocalories. Rare, but a nutritional knockout. Farmed Atlantic salmon. Your go-to powerhouse, 2.43 grams omega-3, 22.1 grams protein, fattier at 208 kilocalories. Affordable and loaded with goodness. Chinook King salmon. The Flavor King, 2.14 grams omega-3, 25.7 grams protein, indulgent at 231 kilocalories. Pricey, but oh so worth it. Farmed coho salmon. The balanced contender, 1.36 grams omega-3, 24.3 grams protein, 160 kilocalories. Leaner than Atlantic, still farmed. Wild coho salmon. The lightweight champion, 1.11 grams omega-3, 23.4 grams. Protein, just 139 kilocalories. Wild and calorie friendly. Sockeye salmon. The protein beast, 1.01 grams omega-3, 26.5 grams protein, 156 kilocalories. Lean, mean, and vibrant red. Chum salmon. The sleeper hit, 0.95 grams omega-3, 25.8 grams protein, 154 kilocalories. Often overlooked, but solid. Pink salmon. The budget boss, 0.73 grams omega-3, 24.6 grams protein, 149 kilocalories. Canned, cheap, and cheerful. Shock alert, farmed Atlantic salmon outshines some wild types in omega-3s. Thank fish oil-rich feed for that. Wild or farmed? It's the seafood smackdown everyone's buzzing about. Here's how they stack up for your daily diet. Nutrition. Wild salmon, like Atlantic or coho, keeps it lean with less saturated fat, 1.26 grams versus 2.4 grams in farmed Atlantic, and a better omega-3 to omega-6 ratio. But farmed Atlantic slaps back with more omega-3s than wild sockeye or pink. Science says so. Contaminants. Wild takes the crown for purity, fewer PCBs and dioxins, backed by research. Farmed's safe, but Wild's the clean eating champ. Availability. Farm's your reliable sidekick, year-round and wallet-friendly. Wild's a seasonal diva, pricier but sustainable, especially from Alaska. EcoHack Snag Farmed Salmon with ASC certification. It's the green light for planet-loving fish. Ready to snag the perfect salmon? Here's your real-life playbook. Max Omega-3 Boost. Chase Wild Atlantic, if you're lucky, or grab Farmed Atlantic. Your brain and heart will thank you. Protein Punch, Sockeye, or Wild Coho. High protein, low calories, perfect for flexing those gains. Budget Bliss. Pink or chum salmon. Canned, cheap, and still nutritious for weeknight wins. Flavor Fix, Chinook's buttery richness is your splurge-worthy treat. Date night, sorted. Sneaky bonus, check labels for pre-spawn or ocean-run salmon. Fatter, juicier cuts. Spawning fish are leaner, so pick based on your vibe. This isn't just fish talk. It's your secret weapon for hacking health, one bite at a time. Dodge heart disease, stack muscle, or just savor a killer dinner, salmon's got you. Armed with this insider intel, you'll swagger through the seafood aisle like a pro. Next grocery run, you'll know exactly what to grab and why it's a game changer. If you want to unlock the full nutritional power of salmon, those heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids, brain-boosting vitamins, and essential minerals, steaming is your golden ticket. Research shows steaming preserves and even concentrates omega-3s better than any other method, delivering up to 2.33 grams per 100 grams of salmon compared to 1.90 grams raw or just 1.46 grams oven-cooked. It's not just about omega-3s. Steaming keeps minerals like iron at near raw levels, 1.90 milligrams per 100 grams, while frying or baking can slash them. This gentle 10-minute method at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius ensures you're getting the most bang for your buck, all while keeping the fish succulent and flavorful. Forget frying, which can zap 70 to 85% of those precious omega-3s, or overcooking in the oven. Steaming is the science-backed champ for a nutrient-packed salmon dish. Why does this matter? Salmon's omega-3s, EPA, and DHA are superstars for reducing heart disease risk and supporting brain function, and you need about 500 milligrams daily to hit health goals. With steamed salmon, just 25 grams gets you there, compared to 41 grams of oven-cooked. Plus, it's practical. No fancy gear needed, just a pot, a steamer basket, and a splash of creativity with lemon or herbs. Want an unexpected perk? Steaming can actually boost omega-3 concentration per bite, making every mouthful more potent than raw. So, let's dive into why steaming reigns supreme, explore other options, and craft a dish that's as delicious as it is nutritious. Salmon isn't just a tasty fish, it's a nutritional powerhouse. A 100-gram serving of raw salmon packs about 1.90 grams of omega-3 fatty acids, 15.9% of its 11.98 grams total fat, 18.6 grams of protein, 1.94 milligrams of iron, 2.51 milligrams of calcium, and 0.46 milligrams of zinc. These nutrients are why salmon's a go-to for heart health, muscle repair, and even mood support. Omega-3s, especially EPA and DHA, are the heavy hitters, linked to lower triglycerides, reduced inflammation, and sharper cognition. But here's the catch. How you cook it can make or break those benefits. High heat can oxidize omega-3s, while water-based methods might leach minerals. That's where cooking smart comes in, and steaming takes the crown. Imagine this. A tender, flaky salmon fillet, kissed with a hint of lemon, steaming gently over a pot of simmering water. In just 10 minutes, you've got a dish that's not only delicious, but also brimming with nutrition. Studies show steaming bumps omega-3 content to 21.1% of total fat, translating to 2.33 grams per 100 grams, higher than raw salmon's 1.90 grams. Why? The gentle heat, 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius, preserves those fragile fats, while moisture loss concentrates them per bite. Iron stays nearly intact at 1.90 milligrams per 100 grams versus 1.94 milligrams raw, and calcium even rises to 3.22 milligrams from 2.51 milligrams, likely from minor bone softening during cooking. Protein jumps to 21.95 grams per 100 grams, making it a muscle-building bonus. Compare that to frying, where 70 to 85% of omega-3s can vanish in a sizzle of hot oil, or oven cooking at 180 degrees Celsius, dropping omega-3 to 1.46 grams per 100 grams. Steaming's low temperature avoids oxidation, a process where heat breaks down omega-3s into less beneficial compounds, keeping them intact for your heart and brain. It's also a breeze. Set up a steamer basket, bring water to a simmer, and cook until the salmon hits 145 degrees Fahrenheit, 63 degrees Celsius internally, as the USDA recommends for safety. Add a squeeze of lemon or a sprinkle of dill, and you've got a dish that's both gourmet and good for you. Raw salmon, like in sushi or sashimi, keeps all nutrients intact. 1.90 grams of omega-3, 1.94 milligrams of iron, and no heat-induced losses. It's the ultimate nutrition play, but there's a catch. Parasites like anisakis and bacteria can lurk, posing health risks unless it's sushi grade or from parasite-free sources like Norwegian salmon. If you're adventurous and have a trusted supplier, slice it thin, pair with soy sauce and ginger, and enjoy. For most, though, steaming's safer and nearly as potent. 2.33 grams versus 1.90 grams of omega-3 proves it's not a huge sacrifice. Here's a practical guide to steaming salmon that's easy, attractive, and maximizes nutrition. Pick your salmon, go for fresh or frozen wild-caught salmon, higher in omega-3s than farmed, with about 2.3 grams per 100 grams versus 1.8 grams. Thaw frozen fillets in the fridge overnight. Prep it, rinse the fillet, pat it dry, and season lightly with salt, pepper, and a splash of lemon juice. Keep the skin on, it's packed with extra omega-3s and nutrients. Set up, fill a pot with an inch of water. Place a steamer basket or metal colander above, not touching the water, and bring to a simmer. No steamer? Wrap the salmon in foil with seasonings and steam it in the oven at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius. Same effect. Steam it, lay the salmon in the basket, cover tightly, and steam for 8 to 10 minutes, depending on thickness, about 4 to 6 minutes per half inch. Check with a thermometer. 145 degrees Fahrenheit at the thickest part ensures safety without overcooking. Serve it. Plate with steamed veggies like broccoli or asparagus for a nutrient boost. The skin might not be crispy, but it's edible and rich in fats. Give it a try. This method locks in flavor and nutrition, making it a weeknight winner or a dinner party star. Bonus, it's low mess and foolproof. While steaming shines, let's see how other methods stack up and why they might fall short. Poaching. Simmering salmon in water or broth at low heat, around 160 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, keeps it tender and likely preserves omega-3s, similar to steaming. One review suggests boiling in curries retains fats if not overdone. No exact data matches steaming's 2.33 grams, but it's a close contender. Try poaching in a light broth with garlic and herbs for a cozy dish. Cook to 145 degrees Fahrenheit and enjoy. Baking, oven cooking. At 356 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes, omega-3 drops to 1.46 grams per 100 grams, with iron plummeting to 0.58 milligrams. Higher heat, say 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius, risks oxidation. The one source claims 390 risks oxidation. The one source, bake at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 20 minutes with olive oil and herbs if you love that crispy edge, but you'll lose some nutrition. Microwaving yields 1.74 grams of omega-3 per 100 grams, better than baking, but less than steaming. It's quick, 3 to 5 minutes at medium power, but uneven heating can overcook parts. Zap it with a splash of water and cover for a fast fix, though flavor might lack. Canning down to 1.39 grams of omega-3 per 100 grams, with iron at 0.61 milligrams. Processing and high heat zap nutrients, though calcium rises to 3.98 milligrams from bones. Convenient but not ideal for max nutrition. Use it in salads if you're in a pinch. Frying, the worst offender, losing 70 to 85% of omega-3s to high heat. Iron and other nutrients take a hit too. Pan sear at 400 degrees Fahrenheit if you crave that crust, but it's more indulgence than health food. Sous vide, cooking at 125 to 150 degrees Fahrenheit, 52 to 65 degrees Celsius in a sealed bag preserves omega-3 and texture, with studies showing it maintains cardioprotective benefits. It's precise. Try 125 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 30 minutes, but needs a sous vide machine, making it less practical for home cooks. Steaming outshines them all for nutrient retention, ease, and accessibility. No special gadgets required. Cooking's just half the story. How you eat salmon matters too. Eat the skin. That thin layer's a goldmine of omega-3s and collagen. Steaming might not crisp it up, but it's still tasty and nutritious. Don't peel it off. Pair smart, boost absorption with sides like spinach, iron synergy, or sweet potatoes. Vitamin A aids fat-soluble nutrients. A drizzle of olive oil enhances omega-3 uptake too. Don't overcook. Past 145 degrees Fahrenheit, nutrients start to degrade. Use a thermometer to nail it every time. Fresh or frozen, both work, but wild-caught often edges out farmed for omega-3 content. Frozen locks in freshness. Just thaw properly. Why does steaming win? It's all about chemistry. Omega-3s are polyunsaturated fats, delicate chains that break under high heat or oxygen exposure, turning into less useful compounds. Steaming at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius avoids this, while frying at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or baking at 350 degrees Fahrenheit triggers oxidation. Water-based cooking like steaming also prevents nutrient leaching compared to boiling, and the shorter time, 10 minutes versus 20+4 baking, limits damage. Minerals like iron stick around because there's no harsh heat to denature them, and protein concentrates as water cooks off. It's a perfect balance of science and simplicity. You might wonder, doesn't baking taste better, or isn't raw the purest way? Baking's crispy finish is tempting, but you're trading flavor for up to 25% less omega-3. Raw's ideal in theory, but unless you're sushi savvy, the parasite risk isn't worth it for most. Steaming's not bland. Season it right and it's just as delicious, with science proving it's the nutritional king. Even sous vide, while fancy, can't beat steaming's ease and results for home cooks. Every bite of steamed salmon brings you closer to better health. Lower triglycerides, sharper focus, stronger muscles. It's not just food, it's fuel. With heart disease a top killer and omega-3s a proven shield, why settle for less? Steaming's practical too. No chef skills needed, just a pot in 10 minutes. As you parent, a fitness buff, or a foodie, this method fits your life and lifts your wellness. Salmon's a nutritional gem, and steaming polishes it to perfection. With 2.33 grams of omega-3 per 100 grams, near raw iron levels, and a protein boost, it's the clear winner. Frying flops, baking lags, and raw's risky. Steaming's your practical, tasty ticket to max nutrition. Grab a fillet, fire up the steamer, and savor the benefits, one delicious bite at a time. Ready to taste the difference? Here's a practical, attractive recipe. Ingredients: 1 pound salmon fillet, skin on, 1 lemon, sliced, 1 teaspoon dill, 1 teaspoon parsley, salt, pepper, 1 cup broccoli florets. Steps: fill a pot with 1 inch of water, add a steamer basket, and heat to a simmer. Season salmon with salt, pepper, dill, and parsley. Top with lemon slices. Place salmon and broccoli in the basket. Cover and steam for 8 to 10 minutes, 145 degrees Fahrenheit internal temp. Plate with broccoli, drizzle with olive oil, and serve hot. Why it works? Lemon adds vitamin C, herbs boost flavor without calories, and broccoli complements with fiber and antioxidants, all while steaming keeps the salmon's nutrients intact. This dish is quick, vibrant, and screams health. Perfect for a busy night or impressing guests. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to leave them below. If you found this video helpful, we'd appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.